Module 4, it's the topic C review. So we're going to start with this first question, which is set up with a picture for us. So what we're going to do is it says 1/4 of 32. We see that this right here is one of the four pieces, and inside there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hearts. So the answer is 8. Another way to ask yourself the question is 32 divided by 4 is 8, and 8 times 1 is 8, and we would get the same answer. The next question is 3/4 of 32. So this time I can look here, and now we need all of this. That would be 3 of the 4 pieces. There was 8 here, 8 here, 8 here. 3 times 8 is 24. Another way to look at this, though, is to look at what's going on here and say 32 divided by 4 is 8, and then 8 times 3 is 24. Both methods will work. Okay, now this time there's no picture included, and we're going to have to figure this one out on our own. So it said that there's 24 pizzas. 3/4 are plain. How many are plain? It does not say we have to draw a picture, so we're going to do 3/4 of 24. For those of you who've forgotten, we first do the 24, which is right here, and we divide it into 4 groups. So we're going to divide it into 4 groups, and that will give us 6. And then we're going to take the 6 in each group and multiply it times 3, because there's 3 groups, and we would end up with 18. So we know that there are 18 pizzas that are plain. Some of you would prefer to draw a picture. If you prefer to draw a picture, that is okay as well. Next, it says to solve using a tape diagram. 5/8 of 32. So we're going to draw our tape diagram. And it says 5/8 of 32, so this 8 tells me I'm going to need 8 pieces. And it's of 32, so this whole thing is 32. And there's 8 pieces here, so that tells me that inside these 8 pieces, every single piece is 4, because the 4 times the 8 equals 32. And we want to know about 5 of them, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 4 is 20. So the answer to this would be 20, and we use the tape diagram. This time it says 5/8, not of 32, but of some number that we do not know is 32. It asks for the tape diagram, so once again, we're going to split it up into 8 pieces. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. 5/8 of whatever the whole thing is, there is going to be 32. So we have to try to figure out what goes in each of these right here. And to figure that out, we're taking 32 and we're dividing it by 5. And we're ending up with 32 divided by 5. And we have, when we do that, 6 2/5. And we end up with 6 2/5. And 6 2/5. And 6 2/5. And 6 2/5. And 6 2/5. Since all of these are 6 2/5, we know that everything is 6 2/5, so we're going to add them all to here. And to figure out the whole thing, we're going to add it all up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 6s. So that gets me to 48. And then we add all the 2/5. So 2/5 plus 2/5 plus 2/5 plus 2/5 8 times. It's going to get me 16/5. I can't leave this like that as the answer. I have to change this improper fraction, which would be 3 1/5. So we end up with 51 1/5 as my number. Next, Mrs. Smith baked 3 dozen. This is important. It's not just 3, it's 3 dozen cookies. 3/4 of the cookies are sugar. How many sugar cookies did she bake? So a dozen means 12. So 3 times 12 is 36. And then we just found out that we're doing 3/4 of 36. And when we do that, we have 36 divided by 4, which is 9. And then 9 times 3 is 27 sugar cookies. And over here, same thing. 24 divided by 3 is 8. And 8 times 2 is 16. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And 5 times 2 is 10. We have down here 24 divided by 4 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. And then 20 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. And that's our review for Topic C quiz.